Aku nggak mau sama sekali tinggal di negara Indonesia lagi.
Wih,
Sama
kenapa
sekali
nih?
aku nggak mau tinggal di negara Indonesia lagi.
Halo semua, bagaimana kabar kalian? Saya berharap kalian semua sehat-sehat selalu ya teman-teman. Saya Fonseca, tentunya seperti biasa kita akan reaction lagi video-video yang menarik buat kalian semua. Dan kali ini kita mau lihat pendapat orang bule atau orang di luar Asia berpendapat tentang Indonesia itu seperti apa. Bagaimana reaksi mereka ketika pertama kali di Indonesia. Langsung saja kita reaction videonya.
Country flag is this?
I play FIFA, so I know every flag. Poland,
It's not Poland.
Malaysia,
It's not Malaysia.
Philippines.
It's not
It's
Philippines.
somewhere Asian. China, no.
It's in Southeast Asia.
Indonesia?
That's correct.
Yes!
Get back! One more.
Love your videos, mate.
Love you
Have a
too,
nice
bro.
day,
Thank you.
Free
Big up.
Palestine.
Free, free,
Palestine. I love
free,
that.
free,
Palestine.
free, free.
Palestine.
Let's go! You sir, what country flag is this?
Dude, I haven't slept. Sorry.
Oh,
Have a
dia
sleep, bro.
mengantuk.
I'll see you tomorrow in a few days. Rest up, blood. What country flag is this?
Poland,
It is not Poland. It's a part of Southeast Asia and it begins with an I.
Indonesia.
That is correct. What country flag is this?
Oh, I want to say Poland, but I think I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's not Poland. Excuse me, sir. You're looking dapper today, bro. What country flag is this?
Poland,
It's not Poland.
Bukan.
That is correct. Excuse me, man in the white t-shirt. What country flag is this?
Poland.
It's not Poland.
Indonesia.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Man with the Vans t-shirt. What country flag is this?
No idea.
No idea.
Eh,
It's Indonesia, bro. The cute couple. What country flag is this?
Yes.
Yes. It's not yes, it's Indonesia. You, sir. What country flag is this?
Indonesia?
That is
Yay!
You're one of the only people to answer that straight away, bro. Big yourself up,
Yeah.
man. Mr. Man. What country flag is this?
Poland?
It's not Poland. It is a
Okay.
part of Southeast Asia and it begins with an I.
Indonesia?
That is correct.
Yes.
How many likes do you want this video to receive?
300?
300?
Yeah.
300 Spartans. Guys, click the like button right now. Peace out. I love you all. See you soon.
Oke teman-teman, bendera Poland dan Indonesia itu secara garis besar itu sama. Tapi ketika di yang bendera Indonesia itu warna merahnya itu di atas dan putihnya di bawah. Sedangkan bendera Poland itu setahu saya putihnya di atas, merahnya di bawah. Dan secara arti atau definisi atau makna dari warna itu pun berbeda. Indonesia itu yang kita tahu semua adalah lambang, warna merah itu lambang keberanian, sedangkan warna putih itu bentuk kesucian. Dan Poland itu saya lupa. Nah, nanti saya taruh arti warna bendera pada negara Poland ya teman-teman semua. Tapi kita bersyukur ya bahwa dari sekian banyak yang ditanyakan ternyata mereka tahu Indonesia, tahu bendera Indonesia. Meskipun setelah diberikan penjelasan lebih detail, bule-bule ini atau turis-turis ini mereka tahu bahwa ada bendera tersebut adalah milik Indonesia. Luar biasa. Kita lanjut.
Aku nggak mau sama sekali tinggal di negara Indonesia lagi.
Wih,
Sama
kenapa
sekali
nih?
aku nggak mau tinggal di negara Indonesia lagi. Udah gila aku itu tinggal di sini.
Kok bisa sampai
Nggak
gila?
tahu lah, pergi di restoran mana aja makanannya enak banget loh.
Oh,
Di mana aku pergi masuk restoran atau orang Indonesia suruh aku coba bang makanan ini, aku coba enak gitu. Aku pingin lah sekali-sekali aku merasa makanan yang tidak enak gitu. Gak ada intinya di negara Indonesia ini.
nggak boleh
Buat
lah
orang
bang,
luar
kalau tidak
harus
enak
coba kalian makanan
nanti
Indonesia. Sumpah, kalau kalian coba
Kena
nggak
marah.
bisa lupa, gila kalian itu. Sumpah. Orangnya ramai-ramai gitu. Semua kayak senyum lah, belum kenal langsung disenyum gitu. Sumpah hidup di sini enak loh gitu. Udah gila aku itu. Harusnya aku nggak tinggal di sini lagi loh. Aku pingin lah sekali-sekali masuk ke restoran coba makanan yang tidak enak. Di sini nggak ada. Di mana masuk enak makanannya loh. Malah aku besok habis duit aku di situ-situ lagi. Sumpah loh. Ya Allah, orangnya ramai, baik, makanannya. Aduh, aku harus keluar dari negara ini. Biar aku bikin lah sekali-sekali aku makan restoran ke cewek lah ini. Di sini nggak bisa ke cewek kalau di negara Indonesia ini. Udah kau masuk restoran, udah rasa makanan enak. Dan kalian tahu nggak biasanya di semua negara di restoran itu makanannya enak kan? Lebih enak daripada di rumah. Tapi di negara Indonesia ini loh, yang di rumah dibuat ibu-ibu
Ini dia.
itu lebih enak daripada restoran lagi. Sumpah. Bingung aku itu.
Masakan
Dan di
mama-mama mau
negara Indonesia
dilawan.
ini ada yang namanya nasi padang. Buat orang luar,
Iya,
kalian jangan bakalan coba
nasi
nasi
Padang
padang
lagi.
itu. Garuda lah. Jangan bakalan coba makanan Garuda. Karena itu sihir. Biar kalian nggak pulang ke negara kalian. Itulah. Kalian kalau udah
Ngata lu.
coba makanan Garuda nggak pulang ke lain. Percaya sama aku. Udah berapa tahun aku sini nggak pulang aku.
By the way,
One
lancar
thing
bahasa
about Bali
Indonesia.
that really shocked me, it's not about the
Okay.
sea or the weather or the sunset, it's about Bali people,
Yeah.
Indonesians. I have never met in my entire life such a warm, kind-hearted, open population like the Indonesian. And to me it's so interesting because they obviously have a less privileged life.
Yep.
They earn way less money, they don't travel as much. I've talked to many that have never left the country, and yet I've never seen such a happy population. Of course, I don't know what's going on in everyone's mind, but they look and they feel, you feel it, that they are so happy. They are content. They're always smiling, always willing to help, always there for you. I've been traveling here for a week solo, and I think it would have been so much harder in other places. But here, the people made it so easy. Everyone always ready to help you. I now see why people are obsessed with Bali, and I think it's mostly about the people and the vibe.
Let's talk about my experience in Indonesia while I'm eating at this restaurant.
Oke.
If they say spicy, it's actually spicy.
Iya,
But I
itu
love
betul.
spicy foods.
Kalau
But in
pedis ya
America,
pedis.
like it's hard to
Pedas.
find something that's like actually really spicy. I got this pad thai thinking that it's gonna be like America spicy, where it's like okay, but no, this is some spicy shit. There are so many bikes here, so many bikes. People always take a goddamn motorcycle everywhere, and there are millions of them, millions. No one here can drive safely. Everybody here is just doing their own thing on the road. It's like Mario Kart. It's like Mario Kart on the road. Like people are just zooming. They don't give a fuck about you or where you're going. They're on a mission themselves. It's like no rules for traffic. No rules, no laws. Oh, Indonesians love a white boy. They love a white boy. I love a bule boy. I feel like the matcha here is a lot better. Fish here is so much better. Rice here is so much better.
Yeah.
The service here
Thank
is
you,
a lot
bro.
better. Especially like flight attendants, like people in the airport, like so much nicer. Have you noticed that? I feel like the food here is less greasy. Oh, the clubs. We went to a club last night and it was so much fun because yeah, the age range is crazy. You can get in when you're really, really young, and then a lot of like older people go too. But people actually dance and like get involved. It was so much more fun. Even the housekeeper in the bar was dancing along with us, and he was so funny. He was getting down,
He was throwing it down for sure.
throwing it back and everything. It was so funny. I just feel like people here are a lot friendlier. The only thing that I would say, like, when they aren't friendly is when they're driving on the road. They don't give a fuck about you.
What is up, you lot? Now, I'm just going to make a video about Jakarta Airport.
Oke.
This airport is huge.
Jakarta Airport
It's actually
is
massive.
huge.
It's literally like, I think it's like 10 kilometers in diameter, which is insane. Like, when I got here yesterday, it took a 10-minute like shuttle bus just to get from the plane to the terminal. Are you crazy? However, this airport is very efficient, smooth. I just had a smoother check-in process than I did at Labuan Bajo, which is literally tiny. Like, I gave myself a decent amount of time, which I didn't need, but oh well, like, I'm just chilling. Got some breakfast, got coffee. But yeah, this airport, like, I wonder how many people it employs, because it's actually, like, I can't get over the scale of this airport. But like I said, it's super efficient. As long as you get dropped to the right terminal, smooth as anything. Like I said, it took me longer to check in and everything at Labuan Bajo. So yeah, big ups Jakarta Airport. This will probably be my last video in Indonesia. So yeah.
Kalian tahu Bahasa mana paling halus, paling manis bilang thank you very much?
Ayo.
Bukan di
Tebak,
bahasa
teman-teman.
Itali yang bilang grazie, atau di bahasa Espanyol muchas gracias, atau di dalam bahasa Prancis yang bilang merci beaucoup, atau orang Cina bilang
Sheshe.
atau bahasa Jerman bilang Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
Paling bagus menurut saya di dalam
Terima
bahasa
kasih.
Indonesia yang kita bilang terima kasih, yang literally means in bahasa English receive love. Itu paling bagus bahasa Indonesia, terima kasih. Kalian pikir sama nggak? Kasih tahu di komen ya.
Baru tahu saya. Sumpah, ini baru tahu. By the way, ini teman-teman murni pendapat pendapat mereka tentang Indonesia. Itu setelah mereka mengalaminya sendiri. Pengalaman pribadi mereka ceritakan, sharekan tentang bagaimana kehidupan di Indonesia, bagaimana orang-orang Indonesia itu sangat ramah, sangat hangat. Dan salah satu ciri khas yang saya mau tambahkan, biasanya kalau misalnya kita lagi tersesat atau misalnya kita lagi bingung, itu ada aja orang yang datang, ada yang bisa saya bantu, ada yang bisa saya tolong. Itu ternyata membuat turis-turis dari mancanegara itu merasa, wah, Indonesia itu orang-orangnya sangat ramah, sangat hangat, dan mereka itu sangat gimana ya, memiliki rasa simpati yang sangat luar biasa sekali untuk tamu. Ya, itu karena kita tahu bahwa di Indonesia ini kan ada banyak destinasi wisata, dan salah satu kunci supaya tamu itu betah, seperti abang-abang yang satu yang bilang dia hampir mau gila karena gara-gara makanan di Indonesia itu enak-enak. Dia pikir bahwa kalau katanya dia ya, di negara lain itu biasanya makanan di restoran itu yang paling enak daripada makanan yang di rumah. Tapi kalau Indonesia, wah, berbeda. Di restorannya enak, di rumah masakan mama-mama itu jauh lebih enak. Ya, mama-mama mau dilawan, itu racikan penuh cinta itu teman-teman semua. Aduh, saya sangat senang sekali ya. Saya sendiri ya punya kenalan orang luar juga. Mereka memberikan tanggapan yang sama sesuai mereka experience mereka atau pengalaman mereka setelah berkunjung ke beberapa daerah di Indonesia. Mereka bilang, wah, di Indonesia itu orangnya bekerja keras. Itu yang meskipun postur tubuhnya kecil tapi sangat kuat sekali bekerja keras. Yang kedua itu ramah, kita kemana saja itu disambut dengan meriah. Dan yang ketiga itu makanan, aduh, meskipun pedas tapi bikin ketagihan. Oke, by the way ya, si abang yang satu yang kebingungan ternyata kenapa di Indonesia itu ada ribuan kendaraan bermotor ya. Di sini ya salah satu kendaraan yang paling mempermudah kita untuk lebih zigzag kemanapun kita pergi itu ya kendaraan bermotor. Dan kelihatannya menurut si abang ini kelihatannya kayak tidak ada aturan, tapi sebenarnya ada aturan lalu lintas yang sudah mengaturnya, teman-teman semua. Kalian dimanapun itu pasti sudah ada aturan di daerah tersebut. Hanya karena masyarakat di daerah sekitar itu sudah terbiasa, sudah hafal aturan itu di luar kepala. Nah, teman-teman, kita lanjut ya reaction. Saya sudah banyak omong-omong sekali.
In Indonesia, if you want to say, "Oh, that's awesome, bro," you're gonna say, "Mayala
Mayala
bosku."
Indonesian words or expressions that I found fun to say And this is only the part 1 because I'm pretty sure there are many other words or expressions that I still don't know. Plus, I don't really speak Bahasa, so here you are. And the first word I want to say is a very cute word, and I know you're gonna be very disappointed, but I really like it, and it's tapi. Tapi means but. I really like it because many people, when they say this like tapi or tapi, it's like they really pronounce the P like tapi, and it sounds cute. That's why I like to say it. Even when I text my friends, instead of using but, I would say tapi because it sounds cute. The second word is lucu. It's a very simple word and it means cute, and I really like it because I hear people saying it every single day whenever they see like a little cat or a little dog or something that they find cute. And on top of this, you can add the second word, which is banget. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, maybe, and I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. I think it's like banget because I always had problems with this NG sound. So banget, it's like, oh, lucu banget, and it's like, wow, super cute, that's very cute. I really like when people say it because it's like a very sweet word. I never heard someone saying like, oh, lucu, but I like it. I already said the third word, which is banget, but every time I try to say it, people will correct me and say, it's not banget, it's banget. I thought that in Indonesian you pronounce all the letters, but apparently that T is not pronounced. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm really not sure about it. So it's like banget, something like that. The next word, number 3 or number 4, whatever you want, it's jomblo. Actually, this word, I don't know if it's like jomblo or jomblo, because I speak Spanish and for me, like there is no much difference between these sounds. But yeah, I like this word because it not only represents my life, it's also because it gives me a topic of conversation. So wherever I go out, let's say in the taxi, and the taxi driver will ask me some questions in a very nice bahasa. One of the questions that I get used to be asked is, "Kenapa kamu jomblo?" Like, why are you single? And my answer, and this is another cool expression that I like to say because it really helps me a lot, is "Gak tau," which means I don't know. Kenapa kamu jomblo? Gak tau, mister. It's a nice expression. Now, I know there are many other words in Indonesian that I should be saying, so leave it in the comments because honestly, I'm trying to learn Bahasa little by little. I'm trying to pick up the language. So let me know anything. Maybe there is something better that I should be saying. So yeah.
Bagus bang.
Terima kasih
Semangat
for
terus
watching,
belajar bahasa Indonesia.
Sampai jumpa.
Itu yang kami inginkan.
Trying random fruits I found in Indonesia. I have been so excited to make this video for you guys. Let's get started. Starting off strong, the dragon fruit. Look at how beautiful this fruit is. Oh my god. Let's dig right in. I don't know if I love that. I'll give that a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have a passion fruit. Funny enough, the flavor of this is actually orange passion fruit, so I've had that, but I've never had a solid, actual, fresh passion fruit. Alright, let's give it a go. Whoa! It looks like it wouldn't taste that good. I'm gonna do it the Indonesian way and just eat it with my mouth.
Langsung makan, buang.
That is really good. It's like an explosion of flavor. Passion fruit, 9 out of 10. We have a snake fruit, and the reason why it's called snake fruit is because the texture on the skin on the outside is identical to snakes. They were eating these in the jungle when I was out there in Sumatra, but I didn't eat any.
Oh.
It has like the consistency of garlic, and it tastes exactly like an apple. That is really good. That's really a 10 out of 10. I believe this is just like a Balinese orange.
Jeruk Bali.
It smells sort of like petrol.
Bukan jeruk. Kintamani kalau nggak salah.
I didn't expect there to be seeds in there. Tastes like a Canadian orange. I give that like a 7 out of 10. Now I have a lychee. I actually don't know where this is from. I also don't know how to open this. I'm gonna use a knife.
Dia buka pakai pisau. Kira-kira berapa nilainya?
That did not taste nice at all. It sort of tasted like a basement. I don't know how else to describe it. 2 out of 10. Alright, last but not least, we got the mini bananas. Don't know why they're little. Is it just because like they got picked sooner? I don't know. You can't go wrong with a banana. That is really nice. No one ever wants more than half of a banana. You know what I mean? It's perfect. 8 out of 10. I know there's a lot more exotic fruit you guys have. Let me know down below if I missed any crazy ones that you guys want me to try.
Apa ya? Buah apa yang menurut teman-teman yang harus ditawarkan ke tamu-tamu di luar yang penasaran dengan buah-buahan dari Indonesia? Kira-kira buah-buahan apa lagi ya? Tulis di kolom komentar ya. Siapa tahu sih boleh ini nonton. Si abang satu ini nonton kan Itu sangat luar biasa ya. Ya kan, teman-teman semua? Oke. Kita lanjut ya.
I am in Indonesia, the largest Muslim country in the world with over 200 million
Betul,
Muslims.
itu,
But here
Pak.
I am at a massive Jesus Christ statue overlooking the city of Toraja. So Toraja is
Ya,
a
ini
city
di Toraja.
in
By the way,
Sulawesi in Indonesia, and the majority of people here are actually Christian. They also follow a old set of beliefs known as Aluk Todolo, which is an interesting set of beliefs, and a lot of those beliefs come with the afterlife. So when someone from Toraja gets sick or gets deceased, then they actually have some interesting ceremonies that need to take place, and the main one being that they need to sacrifice 6 buffaloes in order to be guided to the afterlife. So these buffaloes are sacrificed. If you're wealthy, it can be up to 50, 60 buffaloes, and some of these buffaloes range between $1,000 up to $10,000 and it is necessary to do that to be guided to the afterlife here in Toraja. So that is why we have a massive Jesus Christ behind us, and he's taking care of the city of Toraja.
Personally, Indonesia saved my life.
Okay.
Because when I was back in Italy, I was a sales manager. I was making good money, but I was absolutely depressed. I was going through a divorce with my ex-wife.
In Italy?
Yeah,
Okay.
which was Russian, which is the worst. And what I did is that every morning I would take the subway to go to my fancy office in Milan. And I noticed that I was getting closer and closer, to the yellow line.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one day I was like, fuck, if I don't leave, I'm gonna jump tomorrow.
Wow.
And I was that serious. I was like, I don't want to live anymore. And I moved to Indonesia. Like 1 week after I moved to Indonesia.
1 week after that moment. Okay.
And here I'm a comedian now. I
Yes,
found the love of my life. I had a son.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
would have stayed in Italy, I would probably kill myself.
In Indonesia, before we eat,
komedi.
it's common for people to ask first.
Yeah.
Makan ya mas? Ya makan. Makan.
Makannya Mas.
Saya pulang dari Bandung dan saya menyetir dan saya harus berhenti untuk mengisi bensin. Dan ketika saya mengeluarkan mobil ke bensin toko, saya melihat pom bensin dan dia bertanya ke saya berapa. Dan saya menjawab, saya mau kenyang. Dan wajah dia seperti itu.
Tidak apa-apa, maaf.
Dan saya bicara apa? Dan saya mencoba dan saya mengganti kata. Saya mau cukup bensin. Dan wajah dia masih bingung. Dan dia tidak tahu. Jadi saya bicara lagi, apa? Dan dia menjawab bahasa Inggris. Do you want a full tank? Dan saya malu. Sekarang saya tahu kata ini untuk itu penuh.
Bang, abangku tidak usah malu. Yang namanya kita belajar bahasa itu pasti di awal-awal itu banyak yang salah dan bikin kita itu minder, malu. Tapi ya kita bersyukur karena dari sekian video ini ada beberapa abang-abang bule yang sangat lancar sekali berbahasa Indonesia. Wow, itu sangat luar biasa sekali. Saya jadi bertanya-tanya nih, kalau turis-turis ini menetap setahun 2 tahun di Indonesia, saya yakin mereka akan lancar bahasa Indonesia dan secara tidak langsung bahasa Indonesia itu, sorry saya lepas saya dulu, bisa tersebar di luar negeri, di mancanegara, di negara-negara lain ya teman-teman. Yang setahu saya itu di Australia itu mereka sudah ada pelajaran bahasa Indonesia. Dan beberapa teman saya dari Australia juga mereka bilang bahwa di sekolah itu mereka ada belajar bahasa Indonesia karena salah satu destinasi yang difavoritkan oleh orang-orang Australia adalah negara Indonesia dan terutama Bali. Itu ada banyak sekali bule-bule dari Australia yang berkunjung ke sana. Ditambah lagi sekarang ini mereka punya opsi lain seperti Labuan Bajo dan beberapa destinasi wisata kelas premium lainnya di daerah Indonesia yang itu akan membuat mau tidak mau para turis ini harus belajar bahasa Indonesia supaya lebih mempermudah mereka beradaptasi di daerah atau destinasi wisata yang mereka kunjungi kalau datang ke Indonesia ya teman-teman. Nah teman-teman semua, kita dukung terus supaya bahasa Indonesia ini bisa dikuasai di berbagai negara, sehingga misalnya kita ke negara lain itu ya kita pakai bahasa Indonesia saja akan lebih gampang buat kita. Bukan berarti kita tidak mau belajar bahasa Inggris atau bahasa asing lainnya ya. Tapi ya sebagai warga negara yang baik pasti kepengen dong bahasa Indonesia itu bisa menguasai beberapa negara, itu sangat luar biasa sekali. Oke, jangan lupa untuk dukung channel ini dengan cara subscribe. Ini yang kedua kali ya saya sudah minta ya. Pelanggaran ini. Ya, like dan share video ini ke semua teman-teman kalian supaya channel ini berkembang. Kita berharap ya bisa segera tembus 200.000 subscribe ya. Kalau bisa tahun ini ya bisa tembus 200.000 subscribe, itu sesuatu yang sangat luar biasa sekali untuk perjuangan channel ini ya.